Club classics. Club classics.
Club classics. I want to dance say G.
I'm gonna wreck it. Do a complete live panel for FFG at the Galactic Championship.
Open fire live.
This exclusive mat is actually the first merchandise that we're ever officially making and releasing.
Welcome, Bucket.
Welcome to the Bucket.
All right, welcome everyone to Head in the Bucket, episode 5. Had to do it just for you, Britt.
Fed him his lines behind the scenes.
Fed him his lines, where we talk about what's going on in our bucket. I'll tell you what's something that's going on in my bucket right now is it's hot.
It is hot.
It's hot in Texas. It's hot in Texas. It's hot in the studio.
Gucci Mane, Jakey Mane.
It is hot in the studio. It's hot in Texas. Our little AC is not working hard enough.
Well, it's a little guy, so you can't expect too much out of it.
It's not working hard enough. We may need to order about 15 more of them. I was talking to Boo when it came in. He was like, maybe you just make a wall of them.
You're right. You stack them like they're Funko Pops. It's literally the size of a Funko Pop box, too.
Look, it's a personal one. Sid says it's too dang hot. You know what? I agree with you, Sid.
Yeah, buddy.
He would not want to be in the studio. Look, we have a lot of things to talk about today. We'll keep it short. We'll keep it to the punch, but we got some insanely exciting things. I just want to reiterate, Jack is in the chat. Jack just became FFG's community director, community manager.
Community master.
Community master.
Community man.
Community man. Yeah. One more? You got it?
Chick magnet.
Chick magnet. He has a wife and kids. Chicken magnet. Jack is the new community manager of FFG. We love FFG. We love Jack. We think Jack is going to be an incredible person in this. Jakey gave me that look. We think Jack's going to be an incredible person for that position. And I can't wait for Galactic at the end of this month. So
hyped, dude.
So, does anyone else have anything to say about Jack?
Dude, I can't wait to hang out with you at Galactic. I mean, that's the moral of it.
Me and Max don't get to.
Why?
That's not true.
We're on the sideline.
Brother, that's not
No,
true.
We're subbed out.
We totally get to hang out with him.
We're
It's going to be like every night at the bar, we're going to be hanging out with him.
I'm going to the club. What are you?
Yeah, Max.
Can you see Max just like Twilight Batty? He's just like,
He's paying the $40 cover charge.
His hair the first day.
He brings the strip club game into there. Y'all want to play with me?
So, Max, there's going to be guys that are handing out cards on the street. Don't take them up on their offer.
Ooh, Carlos is in chat saying again, I'm offering my services to open your packs. I will actually gladly give my.
I also will.
Showcase master.
So you're going to be at 5 p.m. pre-release Common Ground Games, ready to open our boxes
and
for
12,
us.
And 12. Jack says, so excited to see the crew. We are so excited to see you.
And 12, yeah.
I do want to say before we get crazy into this, we have someone new that's on the podcast.
Not new to the Bucketheads.
Maxie.
Hello.
Maxie, want to say, just like give me like a 2-second quirk. Like if you had to explain yourself in one word, what would it be?
Weenie Blue Luke player.
It's a lot more than one word, but I like.
For a second, I thought he was going to stop at Weenie.
Weenie Hut Jr. If you had to sing one song that would give you the perfect explanation, what would that song be? Give me a little song, a little hymn.
Club Classics by Charlie X.
Ooh.
I knew it.
When I go to the club, I want to hear those
Club Classics. Club Classics.
I want to dance to me.
Classics.
I want to dance to G. I want to dance to Admo.
Yes, Max, yes.
All right, that's perfect. All right, well, Max is on the podcast today. Today we're going to talk about what's in our buckets. I'll start us off. Guys, you're in the midst of a champion.
Well, semi-champion.
Champion. I made top 4 at my first. I made top 4 at the first time at a major competitive event. Super pumped about it.
What was the event?
It was a Star Wars Unlimited PQ. If I win, I qualify for a day 1 buy of Galactic Championships coming in at the end of this month. I will not be participating in the main event of the Galactic Champions coming at the end of the month. So it doesn't really matter, but I came for one specific thing. One thing only. One thing to exert dominance at the other side of the table when I sit across from someone is this nice little acrylic initiative token that they give to you if you make top 4 at one of these events. And I just, every time I face against someone like that, I'm like,
You're good.
this guy might be good.
Yeah,
Now I get to be like, yeah, I'll take initiative.
We'll use mine instead.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'd like to use my initiative.
That's a cool Millennium Falcon toy you got there. We'll use my token.
That dinosaur's not the right token for this situation. Yeah, I finally made top 4. Finally did something at a major event. Super pumped. Met some really awesome guys.
What were you playing?
I was playing Hantu Blue.
Okay.
For all my Magic fans out there, is it Prowess? But in Star Wars Unlimited. It's literally what the deck is. So just a really good like mid-range with the top end that fits really well and can be hyper-aggressive because you can just put things out on the table. It was really fun. I went undefeated all the way up until semifinals. I had a crazy experience. Someone crashed out on me. Someone actually crashed out on me. I'm like debating if I should say this, but I kind of want to say it.
It was tell the story. You don't have to dox them, but tell the story.
No, I don't want to dog someone. No, absolutely. But someone crashed out on me. The first time I've ever had someone crash out on me in the middle. Actually crashed out on me. So in the rules of Star Wars Unlimited, let me just like preface this. You can take back an action as long as no new information has been discovered.
Right.
So if I go, I claim, literally 2 seconds later, wait, actually, I'm going to do something instead. 100% like a classifiable action. You can take that back. I knew that. My opponent did not know that was the thing and was very, very, very upset that that was an actual thing that was allowed and the rules of the game. We were into game 2 of our series. I was going against a Ray Datavolt. Great player. Like, I don't want to dog on the guy. Like, I think we're all at a competitive event. We're trying to, like, be as competitive as we can be, and we're trying to win, and we're trying to take it far. And he had a token. You know what I mean? So, like, I knew he wanted to take this thing far. So, he's a good player. And game 1, like, went on forever. It was like a super grindy match. And then game 2 happened, and I really just picked up the cards that I needed to pick up, and I took that really far. And there was no damage on my base, and I was 1 swing lethal away from him. Something happened. Like, we were just kind of, like, starting to pick up speed and picking up faster while we were playing. And something, like, he swung into me. I didn't see that he restored 1 damage, so I wasn't actually 1 swing lethal from the kill. And I had, like, an action or 2 to be able to play out to make sure that I guaranteed the kill no matter what. So when I just immediately claimed, because he was out of resources, I didn't see that he was 1 health more. Like, 1 more, he had 1 less damage on him. And so I immediately, it was like, literally 2 seconds. It was like, I claim. Actually, I'm not going to claim. I'm going to do this instead. And he was very upset. Was very, very frustrated.
Called a judge, I'm sure.
I offered to call a judge, and he didn't want to call a judge. It was just like, that's why I'm like teetering on the, like, how much do I talk about this? Because it's like, I don't want to be rude, but he really crashed out on me. He really crashed out on me. And at first I just didn't really comprehend what was going on at all. Like, I just had no recollection of what was going on. So I kind of just sat there and I was like, do you want to call a judge? Like, I'm happy to call a judge. We should call a judge. And he's like, no, if you really think that this is what you want to do to win the game, then do it. And I like
He's like, definitely what I want to do to win the game.
Well, he's like trying to make me feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
And he tried, like, that's it. He kept repeating that statement. And because we were going to time, there's a lot of people watching us. So he just kept trying to make me feel guilty about it. And it finally clicked in my brain where it came to the point where I was like, no, yeah, this is exactly what, this is actually what I want to do.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I am actually going to do this. And he goes, do you think this is the right play? And I was like, yes, it is. I'm going to do it. And he goes, okay, that's like, do it then. And so then I played a wrecker, and he got very frustrated. So I called
he
the judge.
He didn't know you were about to drop a record on him at this time that he was already crashing out on you?
So I'm going to wreck it.
That's going to crank that up to 10, dude.
So yes, someone said always call a judge. I agree with you. Well, that's why I was like, I want to call a judge. Let's call a judge.
Yeah.
And we didn't call a judge. And then it finally got to the point where, like, I dropped the record, and he was like super frustrated. At this point, I was like, okay, so the board state has officially changed, so I'm gonna call a judge now. So I called the judge. The judge came back and was like, yeah, like, Understood completely. You like Justin, you'll get a warning, even though there's really no penalty for it at all. He goes, you'll get a warning just in case you do this more times in the future. We see that this is like a physical thing. You'll have a penalty for it. But this is 100% like you can do this. Like this is 100% a viable action. Because it's just like, I could go a million years on this, but like I've never experienced someone actually so visibly vigorously frustrated in the middle of a game. I get it. We're like playing at a competitive level, but there was a part of this that I was like, whoa, I've never experienced this before. And, like we try to get cordial after this. Carlos is saying, when in doubt, call a judge. That's always his motto. I agree. Like I that's why the first like thing out of my breath was like, let's call a judge. But, it was an experience for sure. And we got cordial after it. Like he was frustrated and I was like, look, man, like I'm sorry that this was like really frustrating to you. Like, I'm sorry that this is like the thing that happened. I was like, but if you want me to be very like candid with you, I was like, this is just me exercising the absolute right that I have in the game. And if this was anything outside of that, like I completely understand your frustration and where you would sit. And I wouldn't be that person. But the entire time, like that's why I called him out. That's why I ended up actually finally saying something, because he tried to make me feel bad. And that's why I told him, like, even face to face, I was like, you're trying to make me feel bad about something that's
the line, man.
Yeah.
Don't make my Justin feel bad.
Yeah. I was like,
No.
you're trying to make
no.
you're trying to make me feel bad for something that's 100% justified in the game.
Right.
Like 100% allowed in the game. And that's when I ended up calling him out on it. But after that, we ended up being really cordial. I'm like, I'm sorry that this happened. We drew. Didn't even matter at all. Like we literally went to time at the last game. We drew. And moved on in the tournament. Like, that's just how tournaments go. Like, things happen, you move forward and go. No one was trying to cheat each other. I didn't feel like he was trying to cheat me. I wasn't trying to cheat him. The game state was at the point where it was pretty much over, and I had missed something pretty pivotal and just exercised the thing that you're 100% allowed to do in a game. And so we were moving really fast because we were going to time. Like, our first game was, like, literally 35 minutes. So going into the second game, it was like we were maybe at, like, I don't know, we had, like, 15 minutes left on the clock, and I'm like, okay, I'm definitely winning this game. So like, I now have to win another game in 15 minutes. So that whole day was crazy. Not gonna spend too much on it, but the day was crazy. Ended up making it all the way top 4. Luckily, this store in Oklahoma called Unplugged in Edmond, Oklahoma, right north of Oklahoma City. Never been there. Great place, good food. They also serve beers, and I think y'all have known me long enough. What do I like more than anything in the world of playing some games with y'all? It's literally drinking beer and playing games.
Yeah.
So I made it to top 8 and I immediately bought a beer. I'm like playing my top 8 match, drinking a beer. And then I made it to top 4 and I bought another beer, my celebratory top 4 beer, and was playing my whole series drinking a beer for top 4.
What a chill store, man.
It was probably like the most like perfect situation for me. If every PQ could be a situation where I could buy a beer while I'm playing the game, I may win Worlds if that was the case. Yeah. I may take it to Galactic if I can drink a beer on the main stage floor. It just unlocks a little level in me.
Should test it out.
No.
Well, if there's anything I know about playing cards in Vegas, you'll get drinks.
Avon says, I'm surprised they allowed the beer, LMAO. Honestly, a power move. It is a little bit of a power move, I guess. We like drink, you're just slamming a beer to like super chill. You're like winning a game. Oh, unfortunately, I had that like
until the guy crashes out, breaks the bottle.
Yeah. I had that TikTok meme like, I ain't got no panties on, ain't got no panties on, I ain't got no panties on the dance floor. I had that in my head the entire time, so I'd win a game, I'd get up and I'd start doing that fucking move. That was a really chill day for me, actually. I had a lot of fun. It was probably the first time I've ever did a competitive event where like I'm in the middle of the event. I was like, I really don't even care if I win or lose. At this point, like I'm just kind of chilling and having fun. Like the deck is fun to play. The people there were super fun and like super enjoyable. The event was super great. Like everyone was like super fun. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Someone
says my buddies dominate Star Wars Unlimited with beers. I feel like I personally, I may be really biased here. I think there's like literally no better way to play than having a beer and like playing Star Wars. I think it's like me and Commander. Like I love Commander with beer. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird like that, but I love it.
How many people went?
I don't know. I think 60, 70. It's like a not a small PQ, but not a big PQ.
Like solid.
What are the big ones? Like 120?
120. Yeah, 100, 120.
Yeah.
And then the small ones are like the 20% person won or less.
It's like a store showdown, basically.
Literally,
Holy shit.
literally.
Did you see people from here?
Yeah, there was a DJ from here in Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
Went
Didn't
Jose.
He did good, didn't he?
DJ made finals.
Did he win?
No. He was
'cause
close.
I remember I heard about him. I thought he won.
No, he
Second though.
made second.
Nice.
We were gonna see if we were gonna reenact our rivalry in the finals. There, we got close, bro.
Every time.
He squeaked in too. He bubbled in to the top 8, and he was the 8th place, and he made it very close, 8th or 7th or something like that. But he like just made it in.
Quinlan.
Yeah, and he took it all the way to finals. Almost made it. I was really close to making finals too.
Dang.
My top 4 opponent was really, really good, and I was very close. Like
What
last
did that
game.
What did that draw do for you? It's like pretty much a loss, right?
No, so draws in Star Wars are different now. They're you still get points.
You get 1 point, right?
I don't know the actual math on it, but because I was undefeated, it didn't actually mean anything. So when I went into the draw, I was 2-0, so I became 2-0-1, and then I went into my my 4th match, and I went 3-0-1, and that put me at the same rate as everyone else, basically. You know what I mean? So like all the undefeated players. And so because they already were at the point where they could ID, I ended up matching up. I was the number 1 seed at the last round. And then ID'd, and then the person who ended up playing out the last round that needed to play it became the 1 seed. Yeah, no, it actually didn't end up doing anything.
It's got to be 1 and 3 though for points. It's the only thing that would make sense.
I think it is like a win is
3-1-0 probably.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
It's like something like that. I don't know. It's like whatever Melee does with it.
Because they did try to make that change where the draw wasn't the double loss, and if they were doing that, then it can't be 0 points, which is
It used to be
a
a
loss.
double loss.
Yeah,
all
it was a
draws were double losses for the
I
first
remember
game
it was a
sets, yeah.
loss, but double loss.
It's a double loss, and that's why control players were.
That's what happened to me at Austin. or
Not
whatever.
double loss to
I was
you,
pissed.
right? This isn't that you get 2 losses.
Both players get a loss.
Both players
Yeah,
get a
yeah.
loss.
Both
yeah.
players get a loss.
Yeah,
Just to clarify there,
Yeah, not loss squared.
Yeah, I thought it was
basically.
like
not a compound loss.
however many losses you have, we're squaring that. You're at 16 losses now, buddy. Played 3 games.
Yeah, the draw is like, it's just like more like most modern TCGs, basically. It's like not enacting that double loss. What it does suck though is like, what's weird is like when I drew with that player, I ended up becoming in a draw bracket, which means that the players that I was going against were also draw players. So it's like, if you're playing a deck that is prone to drawing, it could really mean the end of your tournament, because
Those are
you're
the
just
worst
going to
kind of
go
players,
against
man.
other draw decks, essentially.
The worst kind of decks.
Yeah. Someone
Who
said,
plays those?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at
Who's
me?
the Weenie Hut Jr.? Whoa.
Robert says, drunk in the Shrek Dula uniform, crushing it, I presume.
Well, yeah. Get ready if you want to see Shrek Dula again. My
Yeah,
friend.
okay, so
Get ready if you want to see Shrek Dula.
Before I hit everyone else, I have to say I had an amazing PQ. It was absolutely fantastic. Even my crash out draw was like, it ended up being all okay at the end of it. Like no hard feelings between the 2 people. So it was great. I had a great day. It was awesome. The drive was great. It was a great day. Next on the list of literally the most insane things is, if you're wondering what are these wild color things that are on the bottom of the table here, it's it's something.
Oh, you can't. The lighting doesn't. It cuts.
Here,
it
I'll
out,
do it
so
here,
You
I'll
gotta
do
do
it
it from the back.
So here.
Yeah, hold it, Jake. Hold it, Jake.
I know you love this, Matt.
There you
Love
go. If you're on YouTube on your phone, zoom in on the screen right now. Look at that bad boy.
So this exclusive mat is actually the first merchandise that we're ever officially making and releasing.
Woo!
This is in partnership with our mat partner, Jank Mats, which have been an absolutely incredible team. This mat is releasing on sale for Galactics, and it is a limited quantity run of 50 quantity.
See that little guy land on your mic right there?
We have a resident in the studio with us. There's 50 copies of this mat. It is first come, first serve, first come, first buy. It'll go on sale in about 2 weeks, 2 weeks before Galactics. So if you buy it in the 2 week period, it should 100% come to you before Galactics. Play it with Galactics. There's 50 copies of this. We got it commissioned by this absolutely incredible artist named Alex, and
beautiful,
his
bro.
tag is right at the
Yeah, he did
bottom
great.
here, and he's an incredible artist. It's just nuts. Like, I'm like absolutely fucking in love with this mat. I'm not gonna lie. I used it for my PQ when it came in. The stitching on it is super fucking great.
So cool.
The design is super sick, and we'll be selling it for $30 on Jank Mats, and there's 50 copies of it. Once it's sold out, it's no longer there anymore, and you can't buy it anymore. Look, and the great thing about it is, and this is something that we've talked about a lot about, is like when it comes to Bucketheads merch, we want people to support us. Like, if you want to buy this, it helps us so much, and it's super incredible, and you want to support the Bucketheads, this is awesome, but this is not about us. This mat is something that we wanted to hire and work with artists that we think just make amazing, awesome content and just make an insane, like, great design stuff, and we want them to like be able to put this on a mat and do their thing, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is if you just want a sick ass mat, this is a sick ass mat.
No zones.
No zones. Too. I'm a big fan of the no zone.
Jake was hating on the zones a minute ago.
You don't like the zone mats?
He was about to buy a mat, the Balin skull mat, and he was
zones.
like, "Damn, there's zones
so
on
good.
it."
It's so good with the zones.
The art is really incredible. Yeah,
No
I'm a big no zone guy.
Use this for your Star Wars. It's very sci-fi. Use this for your magic. It's got a ton of fantasy elements in it.
Yep.
Use it for your One Piece, please, and go sweat on some kids who's got the felt mats like Jake.
Yeah, and use it for your Lorcana.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Slam a Goofy on
Got
them.
some Lorcana fans in here.
Slam a Goofy.
Slam a little trick or treat Goofy on them. I'm just super excited. We have finally merch, and I don't know. I think it's incredible.
It's so cool, man.
Speaking about Galactic Championship at the Venetian in Las Vegas for Star Wars Unlimited is at the end of this month in July. If you haven't got your ticket yet, please do, because there's an insane amount of side events and like things outside of just the main event if you're not there for competitive play. The next thing, though, is we have been graciously picked about a really awesome thing, which is to do a complete live panel for FFG at the Galactic Championship.
Open Fire Live!
All right, so we finally get to talk about it. We are doing Open Fire Live at FFG Galactic Championships at the Venetian live. It will not be live streamed, so I guess it's like live audience, not
live audience, yeah.
So you will need to be
uploaded
at the Venetian. You will need to be in Vegas at that time. We are doing a completely live.
It's a house show,
gameplay.
baby. It's a house show.
It's a house show.
There's no network television. You will get an upload later on.
Yeah, we will be recording the entire thing. It'll have a live audience. It is the first day, Friday, midday at 2 p.m. is when we're actually kicking off as one of the first panels of the entirety of the weekend. It'll include me, Britton, and Julian playing, with Jake and Max most likely being host. We'll have an FFG employee joining us on the 4th on the table. And all of us will be in full cosplay for the entire thing. I'll leak mine. I'm 100% going as Harrison Dula again.
A lot of paint.
I'm going
taking buckets of paint on the plane.
I'm taking buckets of paint. I'm mean and green again with my Leku. Back and forth. We're gonna have the full thing.
Dude, I want to smack him out of the air, but I'm just gonna whip everybody's mics, dude. Give it like a Karate Kid moment with the chopsticks.
That would be a Max thing. Max would be able to do that. Yeah, you would. We have a game bucket live. So if you guys are in Vegas,
no, not game bucket, open fire.
Sorry, open fire live.
Open
if
fire.
you guys are in,
ooh, buddy, we got a couple different brands within our Bucketheads ecosystem. Sometimes we get them mixed up.
Yeah, if you're in Vegas, you're at the Galactic Championship. It's the first day. It's at 2 p.m. It's a game bucket live. It's a open fire.
It's a game bucket live.
He's gonna walk on stage.
Welcome to the game bucket.
We're playing Magic the Gathering.
Could you imagine FFG's response if we just whooped out Commander?
Get him off the stage.
We're doing an open fire live episode. We're officially caught up to season 5 for this. We'll be playing with that FFG employee, and then there's a lot of like really sick things we're doing. So we're like ordering flags of our color and our custom, like a custom Buckethead logo on them. And if you're in the audience, you'll be able to like wave the flag. We'll be doing like interactive things with the audience, doing giveaways through the game, but also being like live polling in the audience. So like if I make a play and you think I'm really cringy, like Julian's probably gonna yell out, but like, do you think Justin made a stupid ass play? Yeah, and everyone like waves their flag and stuff like that. So it'll be a really, I don't know, it'll just be a really incredible time. I'm so pumped about it. Like,
yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. lot of fun.
I know. I actually can't wait. Like it's only a couple weeks from now, and I'm fucking.
It's time to. We need to build our decks for the show.
You guys haven't built your decks yet?
I have not built my decks yet.
That's crazy.
Think about.
Well, I'm waiting for set.
for
I'm
sure.
gonna add set 5 cards into it.
They're out.
We gotta do set 5.
Well,
Okay,
what do
we
you
gotta
mean?
do
Well,
set
they're out to
5
build
leaders.
with
You can
on
build your
Su
deck.
DB. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
true. We gotta do set 5 leaders. I want to do. I'm thinking about just like leading into the Hera bit and playing like Kane and
Set
Hera.
Yeah, I guess that answers that.
Why were you wondering if
Well,
we
were like, which Kylo? Which
Kylo.
Kylo am I gonna?
Well, I mean, like you can. Like
I'm
what
gonna
I
do
was.
set 5 probably.
What I was
Kylo
doing is like
Snoke.
if I play Hera.
Oh, that'd be cool. That would
Well,
be
I don't
cool.
think you need to play set 5 only though, because I was gonna say if I play Hera, she's not.
No, you don't need to play set 5 for sure.
I think like doing one set 5 leader would be
Cool.
like make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I want to toss some cards in there, some of the new bangers.
I know. I'm so pumped, bro.
Maybe a serialized or two. See what we can get in the card packs this week.
Ooh, I know earlier you were talking about
Crazy.
wanting to spend some dollar bills on a Yoda.
Dude, I was telling them when I was getting my cereals last set, I literally was like, I held myself back. I was like, I'm gonna not buy this one that I wanted, and I'm gonna hold this money back just so I can justify it 3 months down the road when these Yoda cereals are floating around. I mean, I don't know if one's gonna like. The truth is, the price I would offer is it's real money, but like it's also not gonna be enough to get it. You know what I mean? Like,
What do you mean? These
Two?
serialized don't go for that much.
2,000.
for a number one, I don't think a number one
I
sold
think
for
it's.
that.
I think it's sort of realistic.
I think it's super realistic because there's
It's-
a lot of numbers that are sold for like $600 that are really great numbers.
I mean, number one is.
Yeah, but number one's just different. It's
is-
hard. Like there's, you made the good point
Yeah.
of it's not even going to hit the market. Odds
Yeah.
are it doesn't even hit the market.
Yep.
And then if it hits the market, it's a bidding war.
what if you pull it?
That would be a miracle. I guess. I don't. I'd go crazy, bro. What would you do if you pulled it?
Sell it to you
sell
for
it to me.
2,000. Actually, sell it to you for $19.99.
Yeah, well, I would just, I would count it as mine. You'd leave it up in the stew. I'd be like, I get to look at it. I get to pet it.
I would if there was a hypothetical world where I ever pulled that, I would 100% just give it to you.
Oh,
But I
mean,
would take
really?
all of your next SWU cards for
I
the
would
next
just give
5
you-
sets.
In all honesty, I would put out every single one of my hyperspaces that I have, every single showcase that I have, and I would say, just take your pick.
Take your
Just
pick.
take your pick.
Take your pick. Take them all.
Take them all. I don't want them. Get them out of
I'll take
here.
your Lando.
Actually, I'll keep the little Grogu.
I'll keep the Grogus, the Yodas.
I even asked, why do you
Yaddles.
specifically
Yaddle.
want number 1?
It's
Number
just
one.
It's
it's number one. It's number one. The truth is that's the only number that like has undeniable value. Every other number is like, okay, it's not number one.
Yeah.
What's a like second number? Like
I
you
think.
can't get number one. What are you going for?
Number 2.
Really?
No,
I think first print and last print are the best.
that's cool. 250 is cool. I've got the Executor and the Annihilator number 12. They're 12
Yeah,
ships,
yeah.
and I have the number 12 of both of the landscape orientation
That's
ships.
really crazy,
It's
actually.
cool.
Carlos is saying you got to get that graded if you get it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I need to get the ships graded too. I haven't yet. I was talking to the guys at Cloud Collectible, and they're like, like you could get it graded, but the truth is, like you might just want to like put it in a nice case and just frame it, like,
Yeah.
and not even like worry about whether it comes back. Because if it comes back without a tin, like, are you going to be like, well, I got to crack it open anyways?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing with serialized is the grade number literally doesn't matter because all
It's true.
all the value is in,
In
the
the
fact.
number.
So
Yeah,
you're just
number.
authenticating it,
Yeah,
essentially.
Yeah,
But at
pretty
the same
much.
time, grading companies, even though it feels like an authentication, they're not authentication sites. You can send random things into a grading company and they'll grade it and they'll package it, and it's not actually a proof of seal that says this is a 100% without a doubt a real Star Wars Unlimited card. They're
Yeah.
not in that business.
Yeah,
They're just grading the card that they get.
I can see that.
Yeah,
Now, if it was a clear misprint, then like obviously they'd be like,
I mean,
That's
yeah,
all
like
right.
99% of the time they know, like if it's a fake card or
Yeah.
whatever. So
Okay, well, we talked about it a lot. We talked about my incredible weekend. Carlos says, send it to PSA, you will 100% get a 10.
I believe them. I'll do it.
Yeah.
PSA's been, I guess, I've never graded cards. so I
PSA
have,
is the
like-
right one to do, I think. It's like the big deal.
I mean, it's
Well, BCG is the big deal.
no, it's
Not
it's
bigger than
both.
PSA,
It's
right?
both. It depends on the market. PSA generally is the better option, but like for like card games, TCG wise, Beckett is usually what
Yeah,
players
PSA is
like
big in
better.
sports. Yeah.
And Beckett is a harder
The
grade.
harder one to get.
Is a harder grade.
Yeah,
Have you seen those tags? Have you seen tag
I've seen
brand
tag.
ones?
Yeah.
They do this like nice acrylic, like just like almost like it's almost like transparent. Like they don't do a label. The label is like just like white lettering on an acrylic background. It's like the cleanest, such a clean case, dude.
That's like, okay, so Carlos says BGS Sports, PSA, usually TCGs.
like what I said. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've like
Pokemon Sports is like PSA, and TCG is Beckett pretty much.
I've only heard of like a PSA 10.
Mhm.
Like
You never heard of like a Beckett 10?
no.
They call
Beckett 10s are like the chase because there's way harder to get a Beckett 10 than it is to get a PSA.
there's also they show you like the criteria, like what they grade you on, like the centering, the
yeah.
surface, and all that. They also do they do a black label. So there's a 10 and then there's a black label 10. And a black label 10 means you have actually a 10 on each one of their categories.
Oh,
Like you can get
so
it.
that's
It's like a
hard,
gym
hard.
10. I've heard that term too.
Well, that's just what I'm pretty sure that's just what they call it for PSA. But with Beckett, you can get like 195 and all the rest are 10s, and it's still a 10. But the black label
It's like a 10.
is literally 10 all across the board, and like
That's
the value
crazy.
between a 10 and a black label is like insane.
That's crazy.
Like if you get a black label card, it's like 100, like super crazy. Where like
I
it's
wonder how that's
insane.
even like possible to get like a full,
perfect.
perfect.
There's
10.
people that will
There's-
like just collect black labels and stuff like that. So
That's actually crazy.
yeah, it feels like impossible to get because it feels like it always comes out somewhat
yeah,
fucked up.
there's always like centering or something is always
Yeah, a little
off.
nick on the
Yeah,
side,
yeah.
a little bend to the card.
Yeah, a small like white spot or like
Yeah.
some or off centering that you have no control over. You know what I mean? It's like all from printing.
Yeah,
It's kind of that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy.
it's a science though.
It is a science. Okay, well we've talked a lot. Britton, what's been on your mind recently?
Well, getting ready for this trip to Vegas is a big deal. Got that cosplaying as Kylo Ren for the show, so I got the Kylo Ren cosplay.
So you're gonna be perfect for her. You got the height, you got the skin tone, you got the hair.
I'm gonna get my hair cut, not all the way down to
Oh,
Kylo's.
no way.
No, I'm not out of the ordinary. Like y'all will be like, oh, it's just a normal haircut, like you usually do. Yeah, but because his hair is actually surprisingly short, you know, like when you
compared to you.
compared to
yeah,
mine, yeah, it's much shorter. So I'm gonna get it cut a little bit, nothing crazy, just just trim it up a little bit. But other than that, man, I've recently gotten into D&D.
Oh,
And I've been running a little thing for a group of friends from high school.
how's that?
It's been really good. None of them have ever played before. So I guess what is the word I'm looking for? It's not D&D. It's Daggerheart, which is Critical Role's new D&D system.
What's the difference?
So these are all tabletop role-playing games. That's the category of games. D&D is a tabletop role-playing game. It was the first fantasy tabletop role-playing game that reached the mass market. And it uses a D20 system. When you make an action check, you roll 2 D20s.
Yep.
Or 1 D20, sorry. The 2 comes in with Daggerheart. For Daggerheart, it's a 2 D12 system. So when you roll an action check, you roll 2 D12s. The big difference for why does that mean anything is because in the D20 system, your best score, a natural 20, and your worst score, a 1, has an equal likelihood of chances along with every other number along the spectrum. You have just as likely a chance of rolling a 20 as you do a 10, as you do a 1.
Yeah.
But with 2D12, it creates a bell curve. So your average is a 13, which means that now when you do a roll, the dice, you can attach it to like the way you would perform, or a random person would perform average most of the time. So you will roll dice and you'll perform average most of the time. You'll roll a 13 most of the time.
Do you think that like doesn't harm the game in any capacity? Because isn't the appeal also the fact that in a
D20.
critical moment you need a D20, or a critical moment you can not need a 1 and you pull a 1?
So there is
Yeah.
critical hits.
Yeah.
It's rolling double numbers.
it's just
So if you see 2 12s, or even if you see 2 1s, you hit a critical success.
Yeah, but like that bell curve is what the bell curve is what I think like eliminates the suspense, because you really could just go on a like shit spree of rolling really, really bad. Easier because you have one dice that doesn't have the bell curve. Like, does that harm the game because you're succeeding in average consistently? Does that harm the experience for you?
Well, first off, I haven't played a ton of D20 D&D. I've
Alright.
played a bunch of Baldur's Gate, which is a D20 system, but it's the video game version, and there are differences.
Yeah.
So I can't really speak to like, oh, this feels better or this feels worse to play. But I'm sure different people will feel differently about it. In fact, in Daggerheart, the GM still uses a D20 because the GM is an NPC and there's supposed to be a lot of variance behind their actions and what they're doing.
Yeah.
But the idea is that you can go up to a thing and I can tell you, oh, the difficulty check is a 15. And okay, like I've got a pretty good chance of rolling a 13 plus 2 with your skills, or I have a pretty good chance of rolling just a little more than a 13.
Yeah.
And so it gives you a better idea of how you're going to perform.
Got it.
And it doesn't mean that there's not variance. I mean, this is, it's literally 2d12. There's only still 24, combos of numbers when you go across the two of them.
Yeah.
And so you're still seeing a ton of stuff. It's not like you sit down at the table and over the 10, you'll roll 10 action rolls, maybe in, a 2-hour session or a 1-hour session or whatever it is. You're not going to roll 13, 10 out of 10 times. You might roll 13 twice out of those.
Okay. Yeah, because like I would not want to go into an experience and like expect like I'm gonna consistently perform average. Like I think it would be kind of enjoyable to go into something and be like, like I'm about to shit the bed. Like if I shit the bed, I'm like fucked. You know what I mean? Like
Well, you might shit the bed. It'll happen. Like
Yeah.
You will shit the bed and you will do well and you will roll high and you will roll middle.
Okay.
That's kind of the idea.
Okay. Well, you're attracting me here.
Yeah, and then the other cool thing that they do with the D12 system that makes it unique is it doesn't just end at the bell curve. Each dice represents a theme: hope and fear. And so in a D20 system, when you roll the dice, you either fail or you succeed.
Whoa.
So it's a binary system, right? But with this, you're gonna roll and you'll succeed based off of your total score, but you might succeed with fear, or you might succeed with hope. So succeeding with fear means that you whatever you told me you wanted to do, you did that successfully, but now something else is happening that's complicating the situation.
Ooh.
And then again, on the flip side of that, you can also fail with hope.
Okay,
So
give me like an example here. Like
So-
give me like something like you've experienced here recently.
Okay, so like you for example, you're trying to pick a lock.
Yep.
And you go to pick the lock and you succeed with fear. So you're going to pick the lock successfully, but maybe you wake up the sleeping guard. Or on the flip side of things, maybe you fail with hope. So maybe like you didn't pick the lock, but maybe you picked a few pins of it, and so now the difficulty is lower on your next like attempt at it.
God.
It could be anything like that.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
nice.
it's really cool. It's really cool.
That's saucy right there.
Yeah, and then if you roll higher with fear or you roll higher with hope, if you rolled higher with hope, you get to take a hope point, and it's a meta currency. Then you get to spend hope to activate abilities.
Whoa.
So when you want to like do your big ability that's on your card, there's cards in Daggerheart. It's not just a piece of paper. You literally have a loadout of
card
cards.
game?
It's literally like
That's kind of crazy.
I'll literally hand you cards and you build out a loadout with cards. You spend hope to activate those abilities. Vice versa, when you roll with fear, the GM gains a fear token, and they can spend that fear token equally to do a crazy ability for like an enemy or to activate a second enemy and like have them double up on you and attack you.
That's sick.
Whatever it is. So it's a really, really interesting system. It's a streamlined version. It's less rules crunchy than D&D, but it's narratively deep and it's a lot of fun. And literally like I'm kind of a first time DM.
Yeah.
I've played a D&D session before for an experienced DM, just a one shot. I've also played a bunch of Baldur's Gate, but I have never DM'd. I've never played a full campaign.
Yeah.
So I sat down at the table with like a bunch of kids who have literally, they didn't even know what D&D was. Like they had heard the name D&D. They didn't know how it worked at all.
A bunch of cats.
And it was so much fun, man. Like everybody was like, so I can do anything. And I'm like, yeah, you can literally tell me anything that you want to do right now. Like you're locked in this prison. Like figure out what you want to do. Figure out if you want to get out, figure out a way to get
Jake's
out.
gonna try to lock the pick the lock, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna smack his head real
Yep.
quick.
Yep.
What's the success rate for smacking his head?
yeah, I'll give it to you low, dude. You're right. That's an easy one.
I think you would thrive in D&D, Justin.
Oh,
Like,
I fucking love it, bro.
Funny voices.
I'm a
Yeah.
mystical, wonderful moonbeam.
Boon beam, boon cream. Taking off your boon jeans.
Boon cream.
You know they're selling a moonbeam cookie, and it has like the
Well, dude,
icing
you
spread
know-
across the top. He's got
you
his
know-
boon cream on.
You know what's uncomfortable is like I know him, And
Yeah,
I
you
met-
did
I
that,
met him.
dude. That's actually crazy.
It's so uncomfortable.
You did his
Everyone's-
tour, or you did a show?
No, so like one of my really close friends, his name's Shaden. He is really close with Benson, and Shaden's on tour with him and does a lot of like creative direction with Benson and does all of his tour stuff. And when Benson comes to Dallas, usually I go to hang out with Shaden, which means that likewise I'm also going to like see Benson because Shaden's always around him. So yeah, I've met him and seen him.
Did he do a front flip for you?
No, he's I kind of hate the fucking hate on him, bro. He's a really sweet
Dude,
guy.
Fantano, Anthony, the
Yes.
music critic, he's all over Benson right now. All over. He's eating him up and spitting him out, dude.
Bro, he's a really cool guy. I'm not gonna lie, he's really cool.
I think the song's catchy.
Yeah, it's like I don't listen to Benson's music, but I fuck with Benson. I fuck with him. He's a really cool guy.
Oh my God.
And Shaden's sick. Shaden's my homie, so I love him a lot. But
That's cool, man.
Every time I'm throw on TikTok and I hear fucking Moonbeam Ice Cream, everyone fucking making fun of it. I'm like, damn, bro, that's shit's kind of sad, bro. Like, I'm kind of mad about it.
Dude, it's getting more hate than it deserves, but it's also I was laughing about it because it's such a corporate song. Like, and I'm not even saying that this was the original intention of the song, but holy shit, is it not just their productizing and marketing the hell out of it, and it makes it feel so corporate.
Dude,
that like,
let's do a D&D campaign about
Benson
about Moonbeam Ice Cream, bro. DM, can I get a Moonbeam Ice Cream real quick? What's the role?
The quest for Moonbeam Ice Cream.
The quest for Moonbeam.
I'm gonna send you on the Chef's Apprentice quest, like in RuneScape. You're gonna have to get some milk, some egg. You have to make this moonbeam, some moon pieces, a moon shard.
I agree with you. I think I would thrive in D&D. I like D&D a lot. I like the idea of D&D a lot. I would roll for backflip, as Avon just said.
Mhm.
I would fuck shit up in D&D. I'm not gonna lie. There'd be times where like if y'all piss me off, I'm gonna start fucking y'all shit up too.
Okay.
Dude, you could be you're like a morally gray character. You don't just align with what the party wants to do. You'll
Pretty ambiguous.
You'll turn on the party potentially.
No, I'm
traitor.
gonna lead this motherfucker, and if y'all don't want me to lead it, I'm gonna go stab y'all in y'all's fucking back. Every time it comes to me, I'm like, so can I get a roll for stab in the back?
This is literally Shane's arc in The Walking Dead. If you don't let me lead, I'm gonna stab you all in the back.
I'm gonna feed you to the wolves, baby. Yeah, I would love D&D. That's sound incredible.
It's so simple to just throw down on the table and just play, man. Pencils and paper and
yeah.
have a
So
blast.
that kind of leads us into like what we want to start doing is this thing called Game Bucket Live. That's why I was so caught up on Game Bucket Live is we want to start doing this thing. We're not going to announce what a schedule looks like, but
We have so many live. We're doing Head in the Bucket live right now, talking about Open Fire Live at Galactic.
And
Now
we have
segue into
Game
Game Bucket,
Bucket
live,
Live,
which might be another live stream.
where we're
coming
going to do
up.
another live stream base where it's just a camera and us playing games, man. Like
Yeah.
if you guys want to connect with us and like watch us play games and do the things that we like to do the most.
Learn some new games with us.
Yep.
Stuff that we've never played before.
We're just gonna be doing it live so that people can see it, and we'll try to do as consistent as literally possible. We want it to be a consistent thing where we're consistently doing it. Past
What was that word?
Consistency.
Consistency.
Consistency. Mr. Mansoir Maxi. What's been up with you, brother? I feel like I haven't seen you since the Final Fantasy episode. You've been working. You're slaving
working.
away on that little computer that you like, wearing that Bucky's hat, playing God knows what. Not damn Star Wars anymore, that's for sure.
Expedition 33, baby.
Expedition
Really?
33?
I 100%ed it last week.
No
Oh,
way.
I
What does that
did.
even look like?
56 hours.
56 hours is what
What
that shit
the
looks
fuck?
like. Holy shit. What is Expedition 33? Give us the
JRPG made by French people.
Interesting.
Um,
Where is it set?
where is it set?
Yeah, like what is it? To what time frame is it set?
France.
But where? What time? Is it like old or new?
Old. Well,
Oh,
It's like pretty fantasy, isn't it?
it's fantasy. So it's
Yeah.
just imagine like a Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
like French.
Really?
Yes.
You're
All right.
I kind of fuck with this.
Let me pitch you the story.
Okay.
So there's a fracture that happens. And so like the city is like broken. And in the distance, they see a monolith that has a number on it. It starts at 100.
Whoa.
It goes down every year.
Oh.
So the next year, 99. Everyone at that age dies.
Oh, what the fuck?
So the game, Expedition 33, the number's at 34.
Oh, and you're 33 years old?
It goes down to 33. All the 33-year-olds die.
What the fuck?
You're 32. You're going on the 33rd expedition to try to stop the numbers from going down.
Oh, this is like, so who's controlling this? He's a god, or
You gotta play the game.
What the
it's a
fuck?
tech bro or a
You
god?
gotta play the game.
Or are they one and the same?
Wee, bro. What the
Wee
fuck?
wee. Pardon my
Bro,
French.
this sounds nuts.
It's best, like top 5 games I've ever played in my life.
No way.
Yeah.
So you beat it.
Yeah, 100%.
So you lived.
So I beat the game and I did all the achievements for it.
Oh, you like fuck that shit up.
100% in the game. Yeah.
God. Oh, so like,
Hell yeah.
can you give me a hint
Of what?
in eating a little appetite of how this ends?
I mean, I don't want to spoil it for like
In case
No,
you're gonna play
don't
for
spoil it.
just
Don't spoil it.
6
Don't spoil it.
hint and how it ends. It doesn't end how you think,
Whoa.
and it has a very real world, like, moral story to it.
Whoa.
It's nice.
Dang.
That's nice.
You get some Moonbeam ice cream.
Bro, that sounds good as fuck. How much is it?
$50.
Oh, bro, I might just go buy it.
It's so it's turn based, but they added
Oh, it's
I love that.
turn-based?
Yeah.
they added quick time events to it.
How is it a JRPG then? Isn't that like an action RPG?
No, JRPGs like were born turn based.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I always think of action RPGs
I
as
hate
JRPGs.
fucking turn action-based
So
games.
you think you would, but it's quick time. So you do an event and you have to like time it right, or else you don't do as much damage. When the boss attacks you, you have to parry it or dodge it, or else you take the damage.
But like, is it free roam at all? What is that like?
It's a story.
Is it like Final Fantasy? Like, is the play style like Final Fantasy?
Yeah,
You can
kinda.
pretty much say yes.
It's a story, but there's like an open world.
God damn it, bro! I'm not playing that
Hey.
shit, bro. Fuck.
It's good.
The story
right.
sounds incredible,
The story is great.
but that's
the
not my
music's
style
great.
of game, man. I've tried.
Yeah.
It's just not my shit. I don't get down on that.
I'll just tell you about it after the podcast.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for everyone else, but
That's how Baldur's Gate 2 is. You can walk around the world, and then when you go into combat, it's turn based.
see, like, but is that how that is? You can walk around the world, but you go into combat.
When you go into combat, it's turn based.
Kind
And like I said,
of selling me.
like you're like turn based sucks, but the pairing keeps you in like the quick time
Makes you
keeps
stay
you involved, like
focused.
engaged, and it's so satisfying because you can beat a boss without taking any damage.
No way, really.
And these bosses are hard.
Oh, if you can just time the.
Yeah, if
The
you
quick
time the
time event.
blocks,
Oh,
like, you can block
is,
everything.
This is exactly like WWE. If you can just time the quick time reversals, then you just reverse everything.
Yeah.
Literally, dude.
Dude, it's like Wizard 101.
I don't know.
Has anyone have any of y'all played Wizard
I
101?
have
Just
played
you?
Wizard
Oh,
101. I have. I only played the free version of Wizard
A lot of
101.
people don't know this, but this is what Julian and I became best friends from.
Wizard 101.
Well, literally because we like met each other through college and we were playing soccer, and that like connected us for sure. But it was literally like our sessions from avoiding our ex-girlfriends of like going to play indoor soccer, and then after going to soccer, going to like a McDonald's that was open 24/7 with laptops and just play Wizard 101 until like 2-3 a.m. to avoid our ex-girlfriends. Like that is what we bonded on. And Julian's a fucking like next level Wizard 101er. I liked Wizard 101 because I would just play the game and it'd be fun. No. Julian was next. Like, this motherfucker was like searching for the best loot. Exactly. when we started becoming like friends and playing it together, he's like, all right, so we're level 12, so we already know where we need to go. And like, he like literally would play it in that exact way. It was crazy.
He's looking up walkthroughs.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no, he's really nuts. Avon says, I hate turn-based combat. Bro placed top four in SWU, which is turn-based.
That's so funny. Get him,
Yeah,
Avon.
it's got a wheel card game, though.
Get on his head.
Yeah, that's kind of true, actually. I'm not gonna cap.
So when we play Baldur's Gate, Tori loves it because it's turn based.
Yeah.
Because it gives her a second to just like slow down and like she's like, oh, like when we pulled it on, we went into combat. She was so like, what are we gonna do? And I was like, well, just take your time. She's like, oh,
No, fuck that.
she's like, wait, I can just pick anything and like sit here for a little bit. I'm
No,
like, yeah,
Well, I kind of like. I love Pokemon games too, which is 100% turn-based combat too
Yeah.
as well.
It's
it is.
Expedition
turn-based
33 is Pokemon.
It's
fuck
like the real.
All right, you're selling me back. I kind of fuck with it. Don't tell me the ending for sure. I kind of fuck with that.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Really?
It's such a good ending.
Game of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
probably.
Is he going to be up for it?
Oh, it's 100%
Yeah.
nominated?
Yeah.
It's 100% could be a game of the year.
I
No
agree.
way, really? Have you played
I
it?
agree.
Are you playing it?
No, I just know it will.
It's been hyped
I'm
I'm
up.
gonna,
It's
I'm gonna
like-
do a little YouTube search.
Like the things I've heard about it are
Can I play
crazy.
a song for you? Like a boss song
yeah.
right now.
You gonna play it?
Yeah, can I play it?
We're gonna get fucking demonetized.
I'll play like the first 5 seconds.
Can you hum it?
No.
No, it has to be played.
It's jazz.
Oh, I love
Is
jazz.
this the intro song?
No, it's a boss song.
A boss.
Tanner says, Justin, I would like Expedition 33. All right, guys. All right. If you think I would, I will definitely play it. Definitely Gotti, and it's not even close. Game of the year.
Got it.
Gotti.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a boss song?
Yeah.
This is like Cowboy Bebop shit.
Sounds
I love
like
Cowboy
Persona.
I know.
I cannot imagine a boss fight to this.
It's-
Holy cow.
It's a bop.
Was he like a suave, like, aristocrat?
Gotta play
or-
the game to find out.
Got to play the game. Play it.
That's a pitch.
Bebop. Play it.
Got to play the game.
Pitch.
It's kind of I kind of fuck with that. Even since you can't hear it, that's good. It sounded like this.
It's not all the music sounds like that, but I was just like, that's just my.
Yeah. You've been bumping to that one?
All
Put
right,
that one on
JK.
the liked playlist.
I know this is your favorite map in the world. You're gonna use this for every One Piece event. I know.
Sure
You,
am.
if I know you, you're gonna just love this mat.
Every One Piece event right here.
Every One Piece event.
Yep.
Forget your $150 mat.
Yep.
Tanner, I miss you, bro.
Also, we miss you, Tanner.
Right
You
here.
should come back.
What's been up with you? You also won some. I didn't win anything, but you won something.
I did. Little One Piece. Just a weekly tournament, but 4-0 on UP Luffy, if you know what that is.
UP?
UP.
UP?
'Cause,
UP,
something
UCBP?
purple?
Because there's
Unipurple?
there's blue and there's black. So they're using like the U as blue, and then black is just the B. It's kind of dumb, but
Wait, what?
so they're both B, right? So you call the leader by their color, right?
Right.
So black, purple, so you'd call it BP. But there's black, purple, blue, purple.
Oh.
So they're basically UP. So like blue.
Blue is you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue, purple.
Makes
Interesting.
sense.
I've never heard of that before.
And it's like the deck is crazy.
But it's the pilot, you know.
A little.
What's the goat in that deck? What's the, sauce?
The go is Sanji. Sanji's the goat.
I'll bring it to. Oh, sorry.
I mean, if Sanji wasn't in the deck, I mean, there's a lot of things that are like, if this One Piece wasn't in the deck, it'd be like probably not
No pun intended.
top tier 0. Yeah. Like, so Sanji's basically, you play something and then he lets you play another thing for free.
Oh fuck, that's good.
Like, same cost too.
Populating the board in that deck, like
It's-
that game is really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Lockers.
Although Carlos says, Max, take your One Piece deck to Worlds.
Yeah, I was gonna say I will bring it Thursday to pre-release.
Thursday pre-release? Where at?
Yeah, where's the
Lone
Thursday
Star.
prize?
Oh, Lone Star
Oh,
Patrick is
shit.
Thursday.
Shiny. That sounds good. I
Dang.
might go to that. Is that sold out?
I haven't bought my ticket yet. I was gonna buy it there.
So hopefully not.
I haven't been to One
It's
Piece.
like-
I haven't been to.
I haven't been to a sold out event
Yeah.
since that one.
It's crazy.
No,
What's
they're
it?
always sold out, dude. What the heck? What the helly?
Max capacity.
Max capacity.
Max motion.
So you won. You get a winner card for winning.
Yeah, you get a winner card.
So are you gonna like compete in regionals now?
The
Pro Tour?
Bandai Card Fest is coming up, so it's like all the Bandai games.
When is that?
September, I think.
Is that to Dallas?
Yeah, it's in
They
Dallas.
like doing shit in Dallas.
Dude, yeah, a lot of stuff.
Why?
I don't know. I really don't know, but they did one last year too in Dallas, and I think they only do like 5 maybe across the world.
Didn't they do that One Piece event here not too long ago?
I mean, they do a ton. They do a ton of stuff here. They did the One Piece Day, like One Piece Dallas Day is what it was.
That was only in Dallas too, right?
Yeah.
And the One Piece stores in Dallas, which has to be one of
Well,
the only few official
no.
stores.
Well, it was like I think it was the first or the second store ever.
Really?
Yeah, it was-
In Dallas?
Yeah.
There's not that many One Piece only stores.
Is it
Like,
the one
it's
we went
such
to?
a niche.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like the
Yeah,
first or
in Plano.
I'm pretty sure first or second store they ever made.
Carlos says Bandai Card Fest is legit, and he went last year.
Yeah. It's literally all the card games and tons of promos, and they're doing regionals for literally like every game there.
That's
All
sick.
It's really
So it'll be in Dallas.
yeah.
Is it gonna be like a one day where it was like really hard to get your ticket and all that shit
Every
like that?
time. Yeah.
So how do you is it open sign up for regional, or do you have to like qualify?
Yeah,
for it?
yes, but it's technically not, because you have to do it on the TCG app, and people just sit there waiting for it, or so it's either on like Tixer or whatever it is, or the app, and people just sit waiting for it all day.
That's crazy.
So if you don't get it, you're pretty much not getting in. Maybe like a few people will get in like on the site, but yeah, that's honestly really the reason why I haven't like competed in the big stuff, because I literally couldn't get in.
You can't get in.
Yeah, I can't get in.
One Piece is so fucking hard, bro.
Yeah, it's really fun though.
That's why like you just winning a weekly event actually means something, because
Yeah.
like that game is really fucking
like
difficult.
literally everyone there, and it's like 20 plus people every time. Like it's a lot of people always show up to the store too, and it's even on like some off meta decks, it still can be a struggle, because like you don't see that many cards in the deck. Like you have searchers and stuff, but if you really don't like draw right or see your stuff on curve, you could just lose to any deck, honestly.
Do you win those by going 4-0, or do you win those by like being like is there a top cut, like a top 8 top forward finals?
No, it's basically undefeated. Like
You like Swiss until you
yeah,
have a
it's just
ranking.
it's undefeated. It's play with each other, and then it just keeps going until there's one undefeated, pretty much.
Oh, so is it mostly like 4 rounds, 4 or 5 rounds?
Yeah, it's 4 rounds, maybe 4 or 5, depends.
Damn, bro.
it's
I'm
it's
pull up
kinda,
with my Sanji Zoro deck, yeah.
it's kind of sick that it's like such a complex game and there's like so much depth to it,
it's-
because I also
yeah.
think One Piece is one of the games, Star Wars too, because I do think Star Wars is really easy to pick up, but One Piece is one of those games where if someone was new to TCGs, I'd be like, this is one of the games you should really like start with.
It's so easy.
It's very easy to grasp.
Yeah.
It's very
what
easy
you
to
do.
grasp. It's very
Yeah.
hard. Like
Yeah.
it
To
has
be
a
good at
high
it.
skill level.
Super.
It's the same as I think with Star Wars. It's
Yeah, I
like
agree.
super easy to grasp, super high skill level when it comes to like competing at a high end, because because of that combat like
Yeah.
efficiency, like how you
Yeah,
attend
in
combat.
Star Wars, it's like the action by action, like paths diverge and it can go a million different ways, like chess type of complexity. In One Piece, it's more like I'm trying to read like there's almost like this the hidden element of you having counters in your hand.
Yeah.
And when you attack, you don't know what kind of counters they have in their hand. It's like a
Yeah.
little surprise element.
Yeah, the difference is like Star Wars is like the tech is
Smack 'em.
the tech is like where when it comes to like sideboarding and building your deck around like the other meta, I feel like is where the competitiveness and like the hard stuff comes in. I mean, One Piece is like you're building this deck, maybe you run like one card for other decks. Like that's it. Like your deck is just
your deck.
it's basically doing what it's doing.
Yeah.
And how like it's basically if you see that on its timing, or
yeah.
they see something, like that's where it gets hard. And then after all that, then it comes down to the math. Like how much counter do you have? I mean, the hard part about it is it's like almost always a guessing game. Like you swing this here. I mean, it's like a bunch of tests. Is what it feels
Right.
like.
It's how
You're-
much can I dump onto this that's going to make you not defend it without spending too much.
Yeah, it's like you're poking away, and based off what they do is what you're gonna react by doing. So like if you swing super low and they like have to take it, that could be like your trigger to be like, oh, he probably has no counter in hand. So you just keep buffing and buffing to like mathematically, like he just drew that, and that's like the only 2K or counter he draw. And then you just keep making it to where he can't counter the next amount over and over again. So it's kind of like a mental thing.
Yeah.
I love that about One Piece, man.
Yeah.
That gets you itching, dude.
Yeah.
That game is it has like a really good the mechanic of that game just makes it so attractive for sure. It'd be a good time to announce my professional debut for Magic the Gathering.
And Swoo, right? Now that you're top 4, you're going for top 8.
I'm going
Top
top 8. I want to make a top 8 pro tour so bad in my lifetime. I want to have that on my Wikipedia page.
For
If
a
I ever
second, I thought
die.
it was another Ways of Quest. But it's
Ways of
literally just
Quest.
Wikipedia.
I don't know Ways of Quest Wikipedia page. I want to see a top 8 pro tour finish.
Former Pro Tour player.
Former pro
Just like
tour
James
player.
White from Flesh and Blood, the guy who made Flesh and Blood is a former Pro Tour player.
There's something about that.
Upper echelon,
something
man.
about that saying that you're a pro tour player.
Is it just because it's like the game you feel like maybe?
Yeah, but I tell everyone, man, like people don't understand that like my feelings for Magic are very deeply rooted. And it's weird because I just started playing Magic. But I have seen Magic, watched Magic, looked at Magic, watched Pro Tours when I didn't even know what a card, like how to play a card game, a single card game. I didn't even know what a single card game. I've like watched Pro Tour streams, and I've like watched Magic like mini docs, and like I
watched those too.
I've seen like
really fun.
cards, and like I have had this affinity for Magic for a very long time, way before I even started playing Magic.
Yeah.
So
Magic is usually like the first thing, you know, you see or play. Like it was the first thing I ever played and knew about. But
it's like that's why if I could actually like take competitive card gaming seriously, it would be like I would love to see Magic be that game, even though, you know, there's just a million opinions about that for sure. But I would love to be like, holy shit, I'm in a fucking Pro Tour. You know what I mean? Like,
so they got rid of it, right? But they're bringing it back now.
no, so Pro Tour went away for COVID, and then they were like, look, this is basically going to be an arena online thing. And then I don't know what was the cornerstone fix between that, but maybe they said they fucked up and realized that Pro Tour needs to come back, and it came back.
And prior to even COVID, they were doing hybrid qualifications for Pro Tour.
Yep.
It was arena qualifications and in-person qualifications.
So you can qualify through both.
COVID came, knocked out the Pro Tour, then they came back with just arena, and now it's like in person again.
Now it's in person.
It's just in person.
I believe it is. You have to qualify. You
Yeah.
have to get enough points to qualify for an RQ, which is a regional qualifier.
Oh, okay.
And then a regional qualifier, if you get enough points and you win through that, gets you to a Pro Tour, and then a Pro Tour invite. But the thing is, you can only get a Pro Tour invite once. But if you make top 8, then you get a Pro Tour invite for the rest of the year. If you collect enough points through going through Pro Tour and PQs, you get an invite to Worlds. And then Worlds, if you win Worlds, I think it qualifies you for the next year of Pro Tours or the next 2 years of Pro Tours.
Oh, wow.
And then they got rid of the Hall of Fame program, which I think is really shit. Like, Watsy, Hosborough, bring that shit back. That's like, I don't even play Magic like that, and I fucking like know the Hall of Fame stuff. I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's like legends that get like buy it.
So like Hall of Famers have invites to Pro Tours for the rest of their life.
That's really cool, actually.
So you could be like 80 years old and be like, I want to play this Pro Tour. Yeah, like, you could be shit. You know what I mean?
Can you shuffle my deck for me?
You can shuffle it. So you could be like literally shit at the game and you get an invite. Like you can
really cool.
play the Pro Tour.
Yeah.
I said this earlier, but I'll repeat it for stream purposes. Something that like really attracted me to the idea of that is like this player recently whose name's Ian Robb. Probably not gonna watch this, but Ian, like, I think you're fucking sick. He is a top competitive player in multiple TCGs and specifically Pokemon. Came from Pokemon, went to Magic, decided that he wanted to play Magic starting in October, and literally qualified for his first Pro Tour at the beginning of this year at Aether Drift, and immediately made top 8 his first Pro Tour ever. And then following that, the most recent, which is Final Fantasy, made finals. And it's 2 Pro Tours ever done has made top cut both times and has won in other TCGs and everything. And he's young. He's not like an older dude. He's not like a Matt Nass, which is like a little bit older and like really insane player. Like just like actually a young dude that is just good at fucking card games, bro. And slammed in and like took Magic by the fucking balls, which is what I want to do, and make a Pro Tour. Like, that'd be incredible. I just have never played Standard like that.
So what standard set are you jumping in then? Spider-Man or Final Fantasy?
I'm waiting for the Avatar set.
It's going to be sick, bro.
I know. I'm actually really pumped for the Avatar set.
Yeah.
I just have never done it. And like, in the realities is like, I'm shit at the game. So I think if I spent some actual time and like quality time with it, I maybe could make something from it. But I just want to be good at it, man. Like, I don't know. That's like a personal achievement of mine. Like, I just want to do it. If I can make Pro Tour once, even if I'm like, top 1,000. So like, as long as I can qualify and like play at a Pro Tour, I think that would be fucking incredible. You know what I mean? Like, that would be like, what a achievement for someone that just started TCGs in the past couple of years.
Bucket list.
It is a bucket list moment. It's a bucket list moment. One day you're going to see me on Pro Tour. I'm going to be drafting on the draft table, like the stream draft table, and you're going to see me just like fucking taking cards going, so good. Bro, they draft serious. Their draft is fucking real, bro. They go, you have 1 minute to look.
Put your card down.
Pass. Make sure you're passing 8 cards.
Yeah.
Here's 8 cards. And then it counts down. And then their last 3 cards are like 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Take card now. Like, it's crazy, bro. And then what's even crazier is they're not even allowed to look at what they've taken. They're drafted. You have a period that you can look at it after you drafted the new set of cards. You cannot look at your already drafted cards. Why? So the skill of drafting is like fucking like,
hey, we can train you up with our Star Wars.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
5 seconds. 10 seconds. And I also think like limited play being a massive competitive feature, like in these pro tours, you have to play limited the first 3 rounds is crazy.
It's not a separate
Wait,
competition.
No, it's the first 3 rounds of both days of pro tour.
That's
So if you
cool.
qualify
Dude,
for day
that
2,
is
you
cool.
have to draft for 3 rounds again. So there's people who have like drafted a shit deck, go 0-3, and then win out the rest of the entire tournament to make top cut.
Right.
But or they like
That's
draft an
cool.
incredible deck, but they have a really bad constructed deck, and like things like it's cool. I think I do see people's like I think it's a skill expression because it's like if
definitely
you're a
skill
really good
expression,
player, it's past just what you made a meta call from. It's like how good can you be in a thing, and it like again skill expresses past normal drafting rules, which is like when you go to a local draft, you could be like, oh, this card's great, I'm gonna draft it. But they're like I was like remember the casters like talking about it like. You will see underpower cards in these decks because people are literally going, I know someone next to me is playing Gruul, so this is like the most strong red card. I'm taking it. Like, like people were anti-drafting, hate drafting. You have to at that level.
You have to.
You have to, especially with Magic. You have to. So like, yeah, I was just watching. It's so attractive. I even watched the Final Fantasy Spotlight fucking stream, the fucking like 20 rounds of fucking Magic in Japan that they just had last weekend in full Japanese, and all the cards were Japanese. Not a single card was fucking English. So they would like play a card, the casters go crazy, the card would pop up, and I'm like, oh, what card is that? And it's all in fucking Japanese.
Nice.
I'm like, yeah, bro, that guy's going crazy.
Justin looks at it, he goes,
nice.
Takes a note on that.
Like, I don't even know what the fuck they're playing, but I think the card's sick as fuck. Like, I was like, oh shit, this is crazy. So I don't know, but yeah, limited is a very big part of Magic.
Putting limited
play.
into the constructed competitive cycle, that is a real rabbit hole we could go down, but that's interesting because it's a whole different ballgame.
No, it's cool, bro. It's sick as fuck.
Whole different type of skill, whole different level of variance, different type of variance.
That's why I think it like separates the people that are like good at the game and good at the game. You know what I mean? Like it's like you could be good at playing the game, but are you good at crafting the game, playing the game, and being like a player in the game? Like it's a whole different level. You know what I mean? So like I think that like that addition to Magic in competitive Magic is like so attractive, bro. And like I love it. Like I really love competitive SWU. I'll be real honest with you. Like I think it's so attractive to me. Like it's super cool. I'm a competitive person. I like to be good at the game. I like really don't want to be associated with something bad. So like I want to be good. It's like I don't even want to win a PQ because I'm like I need to go to Worlds. Like I want to win a PQ, so I'm like I want a PQ. Like I know I'm good enough to do it. I know like that was even me making top 4 this past event was like I bubbled out so many times of top cut that I was like I started to question myself like am I actually good enough to do this? Like am I good enough to be good at this game? And then when I made top cut in an event that was not like small by any means, it finally like woke me up and being like no, like I am actually good enough at this game to do it. And TCGs are like luck. You know what I mean? Like there's luck involved. There's skill involved. There's like matchups involved. There's so many variables. But there is something that's consistent upon anything, which is like how do you perform? And like I felt like I was performing well, but not good enough to be like, oh, I can do this. And so when I finally made it, I was like, wait, like I am actually good. Like I know I can be good at this game. So like that's what I think that's attractive with me about Magic as well is like there's so much skill expression in Magic as well. So like I would be really attracted by it. So
Yeah.
I have a very big Love Island crush on Magic, and I want to couple up with that.
A new bombshell has entered the villa.
It's fucking Magic. Yeah, I fucking
Counterspell.
Yeah. By the way, that's actually something that's on my bucket. Head of my bucket is I've been watching every episode of Love Island consistently and religiously, and it's about a thing that I like. I talk to people that I like don't even talk to normally, just to because I'm like, oh, you're talking about Love Island? Oh, let me get into that.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate Huda. like I'm like, I like am like on Love Island like crazy. Like you are with Expedition 33.
He's gonna 100% it.
Yeah, you 56 houred that. I'm like fucking
120.
No, they're like 20 episodes in. So
Well, it's every
I'm
night.
like
It's every
24
night,
episodes. I'm like 24 hours in, baby.
100% in Night Rain.
What is that?
No,
Oh,
freaking
no way,
way.
Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Night Rain?
Yeah.
How can you
Oh, no
100%? I
way.
thought it was a sandbox, like drop in
It is.
extraction shooter, like multiplayer.
It is. It's just like that, but
How do you 100%?
Jake, you're a gamer, bro. What the hell?
like you just like beating every boss and then collecting all the stuff. It's like that's pretty much how every like Dark Souls and Souls like game is. It's pretty much have you beaten everything? Have you collected everything? Like that's pretty much what it is, and it's.
That's impressive, man, because, I mean, I haven't played Night Rain. I have played Elden Ring. It is one of, if not the hardest game I've ever played.
Really? You're
Dude.
you're a
Jake is
freaking
a gamer.
gamer,
Like,
bro.
you have to be, not only do you have to know a lot about the game, but you have to be good mechanically.
You're a gamer, bro. You got the little nimble fingers, eh?
It's my favorite games.
What,
Souls
what
likes.
rank were you in Marvel Rivals?
Marvel Rivals.
Oh, don't get don't get us on
Name
this
more,
topic.
name.
If Julian was here, he'd fucking rain off on that bullshit.
what's the one above GM?
It sounds like the
Celestial?
top, bro.
Jake
Celestial.
is crazy.
Sounds
Wait,
like
you
a
were
top.
Celestial and
I was.
Infinite
I don't
probably is
remember
something.
close.
No,
You
that's
you were up there?
Yeah, I was definitely GM.
But what are you in league?
Oh,
in League.
not that crazy.
In bronze.
But
Oh,
have
platinum?
you like played? Have you
Diamond?
played competitive?
Platinum,
You're diamond.
Platinum Diamond. I've been there. Yeah.
yeah. That's
Aven says,
Now
high
I-
level play.
Aven says, can we all give a round of applause for Jake the gamer? That's all.
Nah.
And everybody cheered.
I'm washed now.
He's saying
just beat
the,
Night Rain.
the guy standing in the corner at a party. They don't know I 100% in Night Rain.
All right, well, look, this is a good way to end this. I will lastly say, if you guys are in Vegas, if you're in Vegas at the end of the month for the Galactic Championship, join us at our panel, our live open fire episode
gonna be
at
fun,
the
brother.
first day of Friday. And also, please keep a reminder out. We will be posting so much and advertising this so much, but this is our newest and our first merch design. It is a game mat with partnership with Jank Mats, and it's designed by Alex. There is only 50 copies of this. First come, first serve.
Limited
First come,
drop,
first
baby.
serve. So if this goes on sale and you're one of the 50 people, you have this. If you don't, you don't. So we're selling it for $30. It'll be on Jank Mats, and it's an incredible design. I'm super fucking pumped about it. I'm not going to cap. And it'll go on sale in about 2 weeks from now. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Head in the Bucket. And from that, man, I'm ready to get my fucking toasties nice and cold, bro, because it's fucking hot in it, motherfucker. I'm hot as shit in this goddamn motherfucker, bro.
It is steamy, my friend.
Oh, I can't even think of this motherfucker, bro. We need to buy it. Dog.
There
look.
was a moment where I was talking, I felt a bead of sweat running down this side of my face.
Look, if you see the link to our Patreon, please go in that.
We need AC.
help us get an AC unit in the studio. Texas heat is
Wait,
killing us.
Where's
right
your
now.
little AC unit? Oh, this is
Yeah,
sorry little,
Brent's gonna show us the
this
AC
is
unit.
sorry little Pop Mart.
I bought,
Wait,
bro. I bought this, bro.
what is this gonna do?
Hey man, I bought that motherfucker. I spent $20 on that guy on TikTok shop.
mini air cooler, and it is mini.
I saw the TikTok video was really good. He like had it in his truck. Let me see this. He had it in his truck and he was sitting there and the girl opens the thing. He goes, my AC unit's out, but I got this. And she goes, wow, it's so nice and cold in there. He goes, yeah, it's real nice. You want to get in? and then I bought it.
You had to be within literally like a yard of it to be able to feel it.
I bought it. As soon as she said, yeah, it's real nice. I want to get in. I just hit the fucking buy button. I needed to, man. It was so nice, dog. Okay, look. Let's not shit on it. It does put out.
Come on, guys.
It
Let's not
puts
make
out
fun of
water. It missed some nice little water.
Come on, guys. Don't make fun of our air cooler.
It's so nice.
Pass that thing around.
Look, you like
Bro, it's puff puff pass. Give me that.
God damn, bro. It's like 1,500 degrees in this shit. Oh, my God.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us for
Yeah.
Head in the Bucket.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you so much.
We will see ya
We'll
next
see you
week.
next time. All right, I gotta go turn off the stream.
Woo.
Oh, say Ollie, we love you. We love Bino. We can't wait to continue to work with y'all. If you're still here while you're cooking, while we're rapping, we love you guys so much. Bino is an amazing game. We didn't even talk about our partnership that we just got. Oh,
Next episode.
next episode.
It'll be.
Oh, we have an incredible partnership.
For next episode.
We have an incredible partnership that I'm so fucking pumped to talk about, guys. This is next level insane. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching Head in the Bucket. We'll see you next time.